back in my kitchen, and this recipe I will be making cornbread. The recipe is titled Cast Iron Skillet Cornbread, which I tried making it that way and I didn't like how it turned out. So I am actually going to just bake it in this pan, which I have made many times, and it turned out just as good. So I've already prepped the ingredients. So here I have a cup and a quarter cup of cornmeal, coarsely ground it says, but I just picked up a package of the cornmeal. So what else? We have all-purpose flour, and that's 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. We have a quarter cup of white sugar. Next ingredients is 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and over here it's 1/3 of a cup of whole milk, or I am using soy milk, and 1 cup of buttermilk, 2 eggs lightly beaten, 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I always use salted butter, so 8 tablespoons. That will be melted. All right, so that's all the ingredients prepped, and then next up I will put everything together. Here I'm going to preheat the oven. This time I'm going to use the regular full oven for this, because I will be making 2, because I have actually the supermarket only had 2 liters of buttermilk cart, so I bought that. So I'm going to try to make a lot of stuff using buttermilk. So I'm going to make 2 batches. So this is the first batch for the I'm going to be making it in the pan. So I will be following the recipe still, even though I'm not using a cast iron. So it's preheat the oven 425 Fahrenheit, a 9-inch cast iron skillet. I think that's where I went wrong. I have a large skillet. I don't have a 9-inch, so that's probably why. And I only used one, I only made 1 batch. So that's why I think my attempt to make it the way the recipe asked for in the skillet didn't turn out too good the first time around. Anyway, so I have the 9-inch round baking pans here. So I will be preheating the oven, and then you heat the skillet. So I'm going to heat the pan, preheat oven to 425, place the 9-inch cast skillet, or for my case the pan, to heat while you make the batter. Let's get started. I'm going to start mixing everything. So in a large bowl, whisk together cornmeal and the flour. Okay, so we're going to put this all in. I do have the oven preheated, but I don't have the pans in there yet, because I'm going to make this batch first, and then I'm going to make another batch. I have a thing about double batching. It never works for me. Like, this is baking or cooking with all these ingredients. It's a science to it. So if you're off with your ingredients, the whole thing is off. The batter is off. So anyway, so now 3/4 of a cup of flour goes in next. Sugar. Where's my sugar? Okay. Oops. Salt. Oh, salt. It's kind of stuck to the spoon. soda. Alright, so whisk. So we're gonna whisk in the milk and buttermilk and eggs. Okay, milk. Oh, this is the milk. Okay. Lightly beaten, so that's lightly, I mean. All right, that's gonna go in. Whisk. And then the melted butter, so I still have to melt the butter. So I melted the butter's gonna go in, give it another whisk, and then I'm gonna make another batch of this. So the second batch, I'll do it off camera and then come back on and show you how I pour everything into the pan. So the batter's all mixed together, whisked together. I am going to use another spoon, but I already portioned out chili in these dishes. One with the cheese, and then you can have like a side of the cornbread to go with it. And then I've seen recipes with chili and then the batter, the corn bread batter on top and baked. So I'm gonna do that. Get a spoon. So of course this is gonna be less, right? In the pan, that is. So it'll still will work out. I'm gonna just eyeball it. So there's enough to cover the whole thing on top, that is. So five larger spoon. This is like a serving spoon that I got at the dollar store. So 5 scoops. Okay. I mean, you can put cheese on this as well, that sort of thing, but I'm gonna put cheese on this one. That's it. So that'll be warmed up, heated up. I'm gonna get the heated pan out. So I got the pan all heated. I'm gonna put in the butter. The room is cold, so though I melted the butter, it didn't remain melted, put it that way. Okay. All right. Put on the glove because it's hot, the pan, that is. Now I'm going to pour in the batter. I turned down the heat because it was preheated for 425. Turned down to 375. And it's going to bake for 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes. So I'll check it in 20 minutes. It should be fine. I'm going to dry it out by overcooking it, right? All right. So, here we go. Scrape off as much as you can. Okay, so now that's going to go in the oven, and you'll see it when it comes out. All right, the cornbread just came out of the oven. I just have to test it out, but it looks pretty good. So here's the cornbread all cooled down. I was able to cut them into serving slices here. And I also made the chili with the batter on top. I baked that same amount of time as I baked the cornbread. So 20 minutes, and I warmed up the chili as well with some cheese on top, and that's another way to serve homemade chili. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video of another way of serving chili. Stay tuned for that. So bye for now. Until next time, see you in the next one.